Hey everybody, it's Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Spiritus Systems micro fight rig, or I believe they call it their Mark IV as well. There's a few different names it goes by. Right off the bat, this thing's great. It's awesome. I really like it. I'm going to go over some of the things I really like about it, which is there's a lot, and the few things I don't really like about it. The first thing I really like about it is that not only is it very simple, but it's also very customizable. And what I mean by that is when you get the chassis itself, which doesn't include this flap or any inserts or anything like that, it basically has two pockets. So you have your front pocket and a rear pocket. Again, when you buy the chassis, this flap doesn't exist. I'll talk about that here in a second. And basically, once you get the chassis, you basically order all the other components off their website and you build it the way you want to build it. So for me, I have it very simple. I just have a triple mag insert in the back, which fits 3 M4 mags. And then I got a full flap, which just attaches to the front of the back pocket. And it basically turns this front pocket into just, well, one large pocket. And this flap just covers it up. There's a bunch of different options you can get. They make a bunch of different inserts. Again, this is a triple mag insert, so it fits 3 M4 mags. But you can get a sub gun insert, which I believe fits 4 MP5, MP7 magazines, Scorpion magazines, Vitches magazines if you're cool, all that. And they make single inserts. They make all kinds of inserts. Go take a look. They have a bunch of things that you can use to fit whatever you need. In terms of the front pocket, there is again, this is the full flap, so it just turns the front pocket and it keeps it into one large pocket. They make half flaps as well, so that way if you want to make this pocket into 2 separate pockets, you can do so. They make all kinds of other things. They make, I believe, pistol inserts as well. If you wanted to run 6 magazines, I would assume that you could just take get another triple mag insert and stick it in the front, and now you have 6 magazines, double stacked. So again, it's just very, very customizable, and that's very nice. So you can just build it to whatever your needs and preferences are. Obviously, it's a chest rig. So you get a harness as well, which you have to buy separately when you build it. Personally, I never ran this as a standalone chest rig. I always ran this attached to a plate carrier. So I would actually remove these side clips here. I just put them back on for the sake of the review. These things, like I said, I always ran this on a plate carrier, so these would attach to the clips on my plate carrier, and the back of the rig is Velcro. This you just pull this tab off and it would expose all the Velcro on the back, and that Velcro would mate to the Velcro on the plate carrier, and that would hold it pretty stable. You can attach other things to the back of this as well, like danglers, which I typically would run as well. I don't have the Spiritus Systems dangler. I have a Haley Strategic one, but it works the same way. It just attaches right down there, and that's what I personally use as a med kit, but you can use it for a bunch of different other things. They have wings that will attach to the back Velcro as well. Wings for like extra pockets on the side. And those pockets, I believe, are pretty large, so they'll fit things like radios, smoke grenades, flash crashes, Mark IIIs, or anything else that you would need. So again, there's a bunch of different attachments you can get and accessories you can get as well to make it larger, fit danglers, all that kind of good stuff. There's no zippers on it. It's all Velcro, which for most of you watching probably won't matter unless you hate zippers for whatever reason. However, for some of you who may be watching this that whose profession involves all maritime operations, that might be a big deal to you, because saltwater and zippers tend to not get along very well, and zippers tend to rust out pretty quick, especially if you don't wash your gear off. So that might be a big benefit to people like you. So yeah, so there's no zippers. It's just all Velcro. I really like it. It's super simple. It works really well. I really like the design. It's really slick. and it just works really well. Now, some of the things I don't like about it, there are two things. Number one, it's a pretty expensive rig. When you go on the website and you look at the chassis, which again is just the 2 pockets and really nothing else, it's about $80, and you think to yourself, oh, this won't be too bad. But once you start building it, even just with a simple build like a triple mag insert, which is what I have here, a full flap, and although I didn't get a harness, I assume most of you would want to get a harness, you're going to be looking at around $200. And if you get other stuff like other little inserts as well for organization, you're definitely going to be over $200. So it's a pricey little guy. You know, so that's a downside. It's more expensive than most, certainly higher end chest rigs out there on the market. One other thing that I do not like about it, which for most of you, or at least some of you, might not be a big deal, but for me it is a big deal. Although it fits M4 mags really, really well, which obviously it's designed to fit M4 mags, so it should. It does not fit AK mags very well, either 74 or 47. So I have 545 mags right here. You can get 2 mags in there pretty easily. You do have to fight it a little bit. There it goes. You can get 2 mags in there. Okay. A third magazine, if you try to get a third magazine in there, I mean, you can do it, but it's a fight to get it in there. And even if you do, now removing the magazines is a mess. So getting the magazines out there to load them, it's a disaster. So yeah, it doesn't fit AK mags very well. That's 545 mags. If it doesn't fit 545 mags very well, obviously it's not going to fit 47 mags. You can definitely get 2 of them in there. You have to go on opposite sides, like so. And if it only fit 2 47 mags, I wouldn't knock it because it is a pretty small rig, and 47 mags are pretty big. So if it only fit 2 47 mags, I wouldn't knock it for that. However, I would really like it to fit 3 545 magazines, which is a big deal for me because if you watch my channel, you know that I'm a big AK guy. So I run AKs like 90% of the time. So I really like my gear to fit AK mags. And unfortunately, this rig doesn't really do that, which again is a big deal for me. But for some of you watching this, or many of you watching this, you run M4 mags most of the time, probably not a big deal. But if you are looking for a rig to fit AK mags, or you want kind of an all-around rig that'll fit M4 and AK mags really well, probably want to go with something a little bit different, unfortunately, because this doesn't fit AK mags very well. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this thing. Again, I really love it. It's unfortunate, again, I'm kind of harping on this here, but it's unfortunate it doesn't fit AK mags very well, because if it did, I would use this thing a lot more. And it's kind of unfortunate that I don't get to use it as much as I would like to because of that, because I really do love the design. But if you're looking for a great little micro rig for your M4, this is definitely a contender, and it is something you should definitely look at. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tyler Austin. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow, wherever you're watching this. If you have any comments down below, be sure to leave them. I'm Tyler Austin. Thank you so much for watching.